The winter session of the Parliament that begins on November 26th holds a lot of promise for thousands of home buyers. The much-awaited Real Estate Development and Regulation Bill is likely to come up for passage, and significant changes have been made to soothe the frayed nerves of home buyers. Onitam Ojha tells you what to expect.
मकान को क्या देंगे हमें सड़क पे ले आए हैं.
The winter session of Parliament begins tomorrow and all eyes are set on the eagerly awaited Real Estate Regulator Bill. Since being first tabled in Rajya Sabha in 2013, the bill has undergone several changes. The reworked bill is likely to bring parity between what the developer pays to the customer as delay penalty and what a customer has to shell out. Currently, the difference is glaring. All along, the customer has to cough up 18% penalty for a delay in payment, while a developer ends up paying just 5 rupees per square feet. The one-sided clause in buyer-seller agreement is likely to go. Half-yearly audit of projects is also on the cards.
I am proposing to get the cabinet approval and also bring it before the next session of Parliament. It's very much required for regulation and development of the real estate in the country. It will be consumer friendly, but there won't be any harassment. We want to see these fly-by-night operators do not harass the consumers.
The reworked bill that includes all suggestions of the Rajya Sabha Select Committee who reviewed the bill threadbare is awaiting cabinet nod before it is tabled in Rajya Sabha. The Select Committee has upheld the provision of 50% or more of the collected fund from buyers to be parked in a separate bank account. Confusion over whether flats be sold on carpet area or super area has also been put to rest. The committee has opted for carpet area to be defined as net usable area of an apartment. Projects which are delayed by years and have not received completion certificate will have to register with the regulator within 3 months. Any change in plan or structural design will have to be cleared by 2/3 of the home buyers. Imprisonment of up to 3 years or a penalty of up to 10% of the total project cost for builders who flout norms, few other provisions that might come as big relief for anxious home buyers. Provisions of the bill are heavily tilted towards the home buyer, but developers are no more complaining.
Now what was happening is that what was being offered to the consumer and what was ultimately obtained by the customer, there was a dichotomy. So I think the government has gone in the regulatory bill to bring about this transparency. We are very supportive of Mr. Venkaiah Naidu about bringing in transparency in the laws in order to get a better deal for the consumer.
While the developers seem to have come around, Congress, the main opposition party in Rajya Sabha, seems to be on board to clearing the decks for a smooth passage of the bill.
There is an issue of how much money that home buyers put into a building, into an apartment. How much of that needs to be used for that construction alone and nothing else? The bill says 50%. We would want 70%. We will raise them in Parliament. I actually anticipate that there may be a way to work an arrangement out that the bill goes through.
The stage seems to be set for the landmark Real Estate Regulator Bill to pass the Parliament test. But what remains to be seen is, will the opposition let the Parliament function? In New Delhi, Onitam Ojha, NDTV.
All right, let's take up your queries for Hyderabad.